All right, so I think I'm recording. They're asking us here in this problem to simplify the square root of 3 times the quantity 3 plus the square root of 3. And here with multiplication, I have two factors. In the second factor, I have two terms. And the idea here with multiplication is that multiplication distributes over addition. So there's a lot of vocabulary words there. If you go back and listen to some of those videos that we made at the very beginning of the year, I told you that you have to improve your math vocabulary. These are not everyday words that you use at lunchtime. In a math class, though, you talk about a monomial, a single term, a binomial, two terms. Like a bicycle has two wheels, a binomial has two terms. Terms are separated by addition or subtraction. Oftentimes when you multiply and you're multiplying times a binomial or trying something with more than one term, you'll hear the phrase distributive property, that multiplication distributes over addition or subtraction. So what that is telling you is that everything inside this binomial, everything inside the parentheses gets multiplied by the square root of 3. So you have the square root of 3 times 3, and then it jumps over the addition, and you have the square root of 3 times the square root of 3. Now, this first term, multiplication, you can multiply in any order. If you have a times b, that's the same thing as b times a. And most of the time, if we have just a number, we'll write it in front of the radical, and that really helps in reading this. If this, excuse me, if this line is accidentally drawn too long, somebody might think that that 3 is underneath the radical, that it's part of that radicand. Remember, this is the radical, and underneath here is what they call the radicand. If you look at the very beginning of your notes in the skill packet, you'll see that. All right. Now, we have seen many times now that when you have multiplication with this square root times the square root, see they're the same index, a 2 and a 2, that you can write this underneath one radical, 3 times 3. So I can't simplify this first term here. It's going to stay 3 radical 3. But the second term, when you have a pair of 3's, this is the square root of 9. And I know the square root of 9 is just 3. Now, here I have radical 3. Over here, I can't, these are unlike terms. I don't have any radical 3's right here. I can't say that I have 6. These are apples and oranges. I can't add these two terms together. This is my final answer. All right, I hope that helps, and I will talk to you later. Bye.